Addressing Your Interpretation Needs by CTS Language Link. Thank you for joining us. In just a few minutes, you will learn about the HCA contract, Title VI, fill statistics, job distribution, and the recruiting process. But what should you know about the HCA contract? There's 3 sections we'll take a closer look at. First, you should know that everyone has a role on this contract. The Healthcare Authority deployed a statewide program in providing multilingual interpreters to limited English clients receiving care through HCA, DSHS, Medicaid, and other agencies. They will assess quality and delivery of services, provide patient and eligibility records, and ensure laws and regulations are adhered to. CTS is the contracted agency to facilitate providers' requests, provide customer support, recruit interpreters, and build the state for interpreter services. Partnered with the Interpreters and Interpreters Union, so certified, immunized interpreters who adhere to the Code of Conduct can provide quality interpretation services to you and your LEP clients. Finally, as a provider, you are able to request interpreters, check interpreters in and out, and provide feedback. Together, we can ensure equal access to care. Next, if you are a medical provider, this contract is only for your eligible Medicaid patients. Not everyone receiving medical care through Medicaid is eligible for an interpreter. In order to help decipher eligibility, our portal will verify eligibility for you, denying the request if not. We will then verify their eligibility hasn't changed 48 hours prior to the job. If it has, we will cancel the job and notify you. Please be sure to double-check the information you submitted in your original request. Foremost, this is an optional program your facility is using. Under Title VI, all agencies receiving federal funds must provide meaningful access to healthcare services at no cost to a client. So, while you use CTS, you may need a private vendor at cost to you to cover interpretation needs when CTS is unable to fill your request. This ensures you are fulfilling your obligation under Title VI. To better understand how we try to fill your job, let's review the job distribution process. First, the request is submitted, posted to the interpreter, where they accept or reject it, and your portal is updated. When jobs are posted to interpreters, they are posted at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., unless the job is within 24 hours. In that case, the job is then posted immediately. During this phase, CTS cannot assign interpreters. They are independent contractors, not employees. Therefore, CTS does not and cannot guarantee an interpreter. Providers are notified on their on-site jobs list if an interpreter has accepted the job. You will need to verify if the appointment is filled. To stay up to date on what is happening with your requests and new information, update your contact information, check emails regularly, and call or email CTS with questions. If the appointment is rejected and marked as a cannot fill, we will notify providers via the email and/or phone number on file. Well, the stats are in. Overall, we are doing a great job at filling both medical and social appointments, but you may notice that your requests don't seem to match the majority's fill ratio. So, if you look like Karen, Maria, and Mark, you may have questions as to why your fill rates aren't comparable to the overall picture. There are 2 different categories we will look at when reviewing our cannot fill rates. First is requesting practices. So how do you request? We've created a checklist to remember. First, verify the patient's eligibility prior to submitting the request. Then, if the patient is being denied, ask us about it. And finally, this needs to be done in a timely manner. Waiting the day before the appointment will decrease your chances at having an available interpreter. we recommend submitting your request at least 3 days prior to the appointment happening. Remember, if you eat, we will have the best opportunity to fill your request. But are you already doing these things? Maybe the issue is our resources. 3 things we will look at with CNFs are the location, language, and notice. Rural areas are harder to fill and may need more time. Some languages have limited or no resources. Let us know if you are having trouble with a particular language. Also, please remember to give interpreters time. Some languages have many requests compared to the amount of available interpreters, and their schedules may fill fast. So, are you having fill issues? Please, let us know. Once we alert our recruiting department, they start working on obtaining interpreters through various methods. This includes online postings, calls, emails, snail mail, and using recommendations. But who qualifies out of the applicants? Interpreters who have certification, their immunizations, and all paperwork completed. Once we have all these things, they are able to view and accept appointments. This ensures your patient has access to much needed care. Thank you for your time. Call Client Relations at 1-800-535-7358, option 3, with questions or concerns. Or email us at hcaproviders@ctslanguagelink.com.